dokie, let's go. Welcome guys, welcome back to another episode. I'm back on Charlie again. Now, today, as per usual, I'm going for a ride, a local ride again, because yet again, I do have an appointment today in the evening. So I've got to get myself ready in time because I'm babysitting. So yeah, so what I'm going to do today, if I'm doing something different, on my phone in front of me, which is on my quad lock, I've put in a location and that's where we're going to head. So come along guys and join me. It is certainly windy Mary today, but let's go anyway. Hope everybody's well. Hope you had a great week. I'm going to stop off when I can, and then I'll talk to you guys face to face. There's a couple of things I want to mention. So polite as always. Oh, where do we go now? Just turn left. Oh, downhill. Oh. Careful. Mercedes in front. 20 miles per hour road. This person's driving very cautiously, so I'll just hand back. I'm going to turn left here, I believe. This is the cycle trail, as I said. I've never been on these roads, so that's something new I'm experimenting with the old Google Maps. And I do like Google Maps because it gives you various options, you know, what you can take. So car, walk-in, taxi, plane, etc, etc. So it's really a good little app. And as this one is specifically for cycling, as I mentioned before, it's giving me the cycle trail. So hopefully I won't encompass on a lot of vehicles going past. Morning. Lovely people there. Not a whisper. As you do. Boy, it's certainly windy. I'm fighting against the wind today, but why not? Oh, what's this? This is nice. A little bridge. Oh, I like. Turn left here. Oh, this is great. The art of experimenting, going to different places. Whew. Brings on a nice feeling. Down here. Careful, it's a bit slippery, so took my sweet time. Is this a bit of gravel? I wonder. Loving the trail though. Morning. Everyone's so happy today. Not a diggy bird today from anyone. I think because we are coming near to the end of summer. Oh, that's nice. Couldn't pass it without you guys having a look. Wow. That is nice. I wonder if I can come here and do a bit of fishing. I wonder. On we go. "22 minutes left to arrive at the location." I think we're in Croydon at the moment, if I'm right in saying. The famous Croydon. Let me do a left here. Tram action in front. Charlie, as per usual, sounding sweet. I have to go along here, I think. Thank you, young lady.
You're welcome.
And off we go. Oh, look at this. Where the hell am I? This is fancy. Oh, I nearly ran over the school there. That was close. Nice little park. Very romantic. Some monkey swings there on the left. Very nice indeed. Coming over to the right, out the gates. And I believe straight down. Check, check. Let's have a look at here, because coming into some main road here. So I have to turn right and then do a left under the underpath. Yes, I do. Up we go. The famous hills. Well, it's only a short incline, but all counts. When you add them up, when you're on a ride, you end up doing about 10 hill climbs, and you just realised doing a right here. Check, check, and off we go. Huge buildings in front of me. Take this nice and steady. It's another thing that people do now when they cough. They don't put their hand over their mouth, they just cough out loud. All the germs just going all over the place. How we've forgotten. Taking a left here, as you can only take a left. Busy here. Nice. Bit of brake action. Just checking the shops. Bakhani restaurant, probably an Indian restaurant. On the right, TFC instead of KFC. For sure. No, I don't know what you're doing. She seems confused, that person now, because it was green. As we pursue. Graffiti on the left. Signs, what we got? Central London forward, Streatham, Croydon University, Sutton Mission on the left, Croydon Town Centre on the right. We are going straight ahead. Just a bit here and a bit there. Here we go. Some more flavour in the bus lane, as you do. Oh, I might take that back. How dare I? There's plenty. Never judge a book by the cover, as they say. I'm, on the other hand, smiling like there's no tomorrow. I'm loving it. Because I'm on the bike. Releasing the week I had. And what a week. I've certainly found out some things. Things I hope I can actually tell you guys, and then you can avoid. Don't fall into the trap. Even though I was able to sort out the issue, it could have been painful for me if I didn't. This guy's showing off. And off we go. That young lady was a bit hesitant to cross the road. She was under the impression I was going to go. Never. Give the pedestrians time. Treat everyone with respect, as I keep mentioning. And then you get back the same treatment. So guys, what's the weather like where you are in the world? There we go. Take it easy, take it easy. Come on to the left. What I still haven't done, guys, and I should have done this a long time ago, is purchase some tyres for the Brompton Charlie. But I haven't done so yet because I've not had the time. But I've got to make the time, because things like this now, if I was to have, you know what, which I don't want to say, but if I did, I could find myself in all sorts. I'll tell you what would save me though, Uber. Yep, I've got Uber downloaded on my iPhone, so I'll quick call to them, fold up the bike, in the boot it goes. For example, the benefits of having a fold up bike. I might have said this before, that it's so agile to maneuver and fit into different places, different situations, and that's why I love it so much. The other thing I was thinking of doing, guys, is buying gravel tyres for this bike, but then I thought, nah, I won't bother. I'm happy with these ones. These seem to do the job. Why change something if you don't have to? Turn left now, over the shoulder. Careful. Turn in the middle of the road. There used to be U-turn. Now they've dressed it to be something else now. No wind here. I think because of the houses left and right blocking the wind. Nice. St Andrew's Cathedral, Catholic, I should say, church on the left there. Do you go to church, guys? I don't. My church is my home. Don't get me wrong, I believe in God and all that, but I don't go to church. Whoops. Makes it more interesting. My mum used to say when she was alive, never take a shortcut, because you might take the wrong turning. I do believe that. If you can, and you're going somewhere, take the long route, where there's a lot of street lights, people around, so you don't fall into a trap. Straight down here. So next week, I'm decorating next week, so I might not have the opportunity to put a video up, but what I will do is definitely put a short up, because I like doing these short videos. Don't get me wrong, I like doing these type of videos, but it's the preparation, isn't it? You've got to get so many things ready. I've got GoPros for starters, then you've got to make sure that the battery, I'll give you a little summary. Battery, strap, the GoPro itself, the actual mics. I've got 2 mics for each GoPro, so there's like 4 mics in total. They all need charging. And yeah, and today, funny enough, saying that, when I left this morning, I thought, all right, yeah, let me just check one of the mics. To my horror, lucky I didn't go out, because you wouldn't hear no sound. But luckily, it was on maybe like 2%. So I was quite lucky to check it, first of all, and charge it. I didn't charge it to a full 100% because, again, I've got things to do. But thankfully I checked it. So next week, again, let me just give you an insight of next week, what the short might be. Next week might be 5 things to check before going on a bike ride. Now I do this every bike ride, and I would not do this. I would highly recommend you guys do it. Saves you the embarrassment of stopping off and then correcting the problem. And in some cases, you may not even have the opportunity to sort out the problem. So Bear that in mind, guys. When you watch it with a keen eye. Manor Farm Road, that says on the left. We're keeping going forward. I'm liking the situ here. Seems like this road is wide enough for bikes, cars and lorries. It's big enough. Yeah, I was looking at this guy who lives in a van. Yeah, he lives in his van full time. He's been living in his van for like 5 years now. And he was saying how great it was, and I mean, everyone to themselves and all that, but you're not going to catch me doing that. I certainly won't be living in a van. I'm used to the small things, but the things that are important to me. Like, for example, a bed that is not confined to space. You know, this guy's van was so small, all he could do was just lay in it. He couldn't even stand up in the van. That's how small the van was. You know, I like to stretch in the morning. I don't think I'll be stretching in that, so yeah. So guys, here we are. We are at Norbury Park. We have arrived. What a lovely ride that was. Tremendous. Oh, open space. Careful here. Sorry. Thank you very much. So I'm going to, in a second, guys, I'm going to sit my bum down and have a bit of a conversation with you guys. A bit of a story time. And as I said, I'm working now with the quad mount here. Nice bit of kit with my iPhone 13 mini. They don't make them anymore. But this is what I'm working with, guys. This is Norbury Park. Never been here before. I thought I'd pop down here. I came in over there. Nice. Anyway, let me take a seat. Okay, so it's nice talking to you guys face to face. Yeah. But what I wanted to talk to you, there's 3 things I wanted to mention today. Firstly is eBay. Yeah, just a small thing about eBay. I'll give you the summary. I'm not going to give you the full story because it'll take too long. So I purchased I didn't purchase, I actually sold a bike frame on eBay. I sold it to a person. He bought it for £456 in UK pounds. He then came a week after, paid for the item on eBay, which was good. Came for the item in a week later. He came, he looked at the bike, inspected the bike for about 30 to 35 minutes in my flat. Then he took the bike on his rucksack, because he had his bike with him, on his rucksack with the frame, and then rode home. As soon as he got home, he said there was a problem. Now the problem was, inside the frame, there was a bit of tyre rubbing on the frame. Now my frame was carbon, which I sold him. Now, I would have thought that when he looked at the bike, he would have noticed it, but he said he didn't notice it because of my lighting, apparently, so he says. Anyway, I agreed for him to return the bike back to me. Speeding forward now. So he put in a dispute through eBay. They told me to, wait for collection from the guy. He then, at that time, said he was going to deliver the bike back on his bike. And then 3 days later, he said he wasn't going to do that. He wanted to go through the postage system. And this is where I found was a bit of an issue. I have to pay for the postage, which I thought was a bit strange. I thought if he wanted to return the item because he collected it, he would have to pay for it, but obviously not. I had to pay for it. So eBay, in their system, created a postage. Now that postage was Royal Mail only. Now I selected the postage and waited. So after waiting for about 2 or 3 days, he came back and said, oh, I'm going to post the item the next day and wait for it. Well, I'm waiting for the bike, 4 days, 5 days gone by, I'm still waiting for the bike. Then I get a message from eBay, or shall I say I didn't get a message from eBay. I phoned eBay and I stated, well, I've done my bit. I've tried to help this guy as much as I can. I've sent him the postage, which they said at the time I didn't send him the postage slip. Then they apologised to me because they then researched, and this is how inconsistent eBay are. Then they noticed that I did send the postage and I was waiting for the item. So they said, Mr. Paul, wait for the item now. You've got until the 22nd of September. So if the buyer doesn't return the item back on the 22nd, that means then I can create or should receive a full refund without even him returning the item. So I thought that was fine. 2 days later, they then send me an email, eBay, and they refund the guy. I couldn't believe it. They actually refunded the guy before coming back to me and saying there was an issue. So the issue was, apparently the postage that I sent him wasn't sufficient enough in terms of the actual costs for the postage. So my thing was, well, why didn't someone tell me this? eBay said they sent me an email. I looked on my emails, no email. So at this time I was a bit shocked, surprised, angry, all the emotions you could imagine. So anyway, I challenged eBay and said, well, I'm not going to stand for this because, one, I did everything I could. Two, the insufficient information you guys are giving me, and also the fact that I wasn't prepared to lose the money. It's a lot of money and I wasn't prepared, so I told them this. So they refunded me, luckily. So that was done. So my thing is, when you're in a situation like that, do not allow the system to stop you from moving forward. For the simple reason, it will kind of cost you dearly, and that's something you don't want to encompass. Some doggies here. Woman walking past. You know, people think I'm strange, I'm talking to myself, but I'm talking to you guys. Anyway, so I would suggest that you don't do that. The other thing I wanted to mention was, and this is something that's happened again, is HMRC. Now, if you're self-employed like myself, I would strongly suggest, guys, if you're starting off, to download the HMRC app. Luckily for me, that's what I've done. I've downloaded the app. Now, I started self-employed about 2 years ago, which meant that I posted my assessment this January. So once I'd done that, I thought, and now the thing is, this is another problem. My accountant, for some reason, I was so annoyed with him. He should have mentioned this to me and he didn't. For some reason, you get charged, you do your self-assessment in January, so you file your paperwork in January, but then in July, the 31st, apparently, you get charged again. Now, I don't know what that extra charge is, but I will investigate. But yeah, you get charged twice. So, July has gone past. I then receive a letter from HMRC saying that I owe them money. I'll give you the cost, £2,578. I owe them, right? Obviously, not happy. What could I do? I then approached my accountant straight away with the letters. He's gone through all the breakdown and he's like, yeah, unfortunately, you've got to pay it, because if you don't pay it now, then you're going to incur charges, because I think they charge you per week or per day. I'm not sure, but the charges, it isn't great. And I didn't want to get into that situation. So I thought, you know what, let me just pay this. So now I've paid it. And as I said before, I've now downloaded the app. It actually shows you what you've paid for the year and what you're due to pay and when. So the periods when you need to submit or pay HMRC. So that's something that I've actually chosen to do, thankfully. So there's two things there that I've actually, I had to explain to you guys. Third thing, and the final thing before I head home. Friends. Yep, I'm going to talk about friends here. Don't invite a friend to your house if you're not feeling up to it. Let me tell you that now. Because the worst thing you can do is entertain someone and you're really not feeling, not having the, you know, the inspiration or the motivation to, one, talk, 2 cook, 3 entertain. You know, it's a, you know, you've got to have energy for it. So that's my third thing that I need to say to you guys. Don't entertain if you don't feel like entertaining. It's okay to say to someone, I'm not feeling this. I don't want to do it. What's wrong with that word, no? I use it regular. I'm not scared to use no. At least you're being honest, and that's the main thing. So guys, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to ride here, back from here to my house, and have a great week. Look after yourself and each other, and I'll definitely see you when I finish at the other end. Speed! So guys, you know what to do. Subscribe as per usual. Like, share, comment, all that good stuff. Have a great week, guys. Be safe, be kind, love each other, and I will see you guys in the next one. Adios.